guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. We got breaking news in the boxing world. We got Errol Spence Jr. Guy only has one belt, the IBF belt. No unification belts. He hasn't beaten any other champion. He's only beaten one active champion who had the belt that he snatched from. Credit to him. Went over to England. He took the belt from Kell Brook. I feel like Eddie Hearn sold Kell Brook to Errol Spence. First he sold Kell Brook. He used Kell Brook like a freaking hooker. He sold Kell Brook to Gennady Golovkin. Then he sold Kell Brook to Errol Spence Jr. He just used Kell Brook like a piece of rag. He just smutted Kell Brook out like a whore. He spread Kell Brook legs and just completely smutted him out, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But that's exactly what Eddie Hearn did to Kell Brook. He used and abused Kell Brook. Eddie Hearn will never be forgiven for what he did to Kell Brook. It was disgusting. But Errol Spence is out here sounding like a delusional idiot. And I'm a huge fan of Errol Spence. But he's out here sounding like a delusional idiot. Saying, what do you mean Errol Spence is sounding like a delusional idiot? Errol Spence is out here sounding like an idiot, guys. You know what Errol Spence is out here saying? Errol Spence is out here saying, beats Mikey Garcia, little old Mikey Garcia. He's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Mikey Garcia, a guy moving up 2 weight classes. A fight you're the favorite in. You're supposed to win. You're going to win. Everybody should know you're going to win. Only the Mikey Garcia delusional fanboy think Mikey Garcia has a shot of winning that fight. Best fighter in the world. I have no idea it was Errol Spence's Earl. I call him Errol Spence because the shit he just said makes me want to throw up. I mean, this was a guy everybody fell in love with. I'm still a fan of him. I'm a fan of his work. I like what he does in the ring. But I'm not a fan of what he's been saying as of lately, man. When he says Terrence Crawford move up in weight classes, he's willing to fight Terrence. Once he gets a belt, Terrence Crawford move up in weight, gets a belt. The guy came up with a different excuse. Let me clean up my side of the street. You clean up your side of the street and we'll meet on down the line. After that excuse, he said, call Ali. If he wants to fight, call Ali. After that excuse, he says, let me get a few more belts. Mikey Garcia calls out Errol Spence. Errol Spence then said, come up and wait, get a belt. I'll fight you. Let me clean up my side of the street. I'm not worrying about you, Mikey Garcia. You're too small. Errol Spence said, please give me that bread. I want that money. It's Mikey Garcia. He has a lot of fans. He has a lot of fans. There's a lot of supporters. I want that easy bag. Easy bag. It's easy money. But you want us to give you credit and call you pound for pound the best fighter in the world. It's not that simple, Errol Spence Jr. Beating Mikey Garcia does not make you the best fighter in the world. You're beating a guy that doesn't have a title at 147. If it was a unification fight, you can move up in that pound for pound ranking. If you was fighting Keith Thurman, we can push you up on that pound for pound rating. You're not fighting Keith Thurman. You're fighting little Mikey Garcia, who you're gonna dog walk. You're gonna beat up on Mikey Garcia in a fight that we all know you're supposed to win, which I believe you're going to win. How does that make you pound for pound the best fighter in the world? How many belts has many fights has Errol Spence been in that were close fights, except for the Kell Brook fight? All one-sided fights. One belt. He's 29 years old. One belt in his whole career. One weight class in his whole career. But I gotta give it to him. He's a champion. But he hasn't done. If Errol Spence retired today, it's not a Hall of Famer in my book. It's only won one belt. It's only became one-time world champion, being a guy in Kell Brook who may not even be a Hall of Famer. He needs to get some notable names under his belt too before he retires if he wants to make that Hall of Fame. Former world champion, Algeria. He's fought for the world title. Bundu. Who was Bundu? Because he gave Keith Thurman a tough fight. I disagree with Errol Spence 100%. I have no idea where this new Errol Spence is coming from. Spence gave us a clone for Errol Spence Jr. This Errol Spence Jr. isn't sounding like the Errol Spence Jr. I used to know. The Errol Spence Jr. I'm sure you guys used to know. This guy is sounding like a clone or somebody else. He's not sounding like the Errol Spence who wanted all the smoke. The Errol Spence Jr. that gave Broner the body Broner in sparring. Broner's a small guy, so we know that. That Junior, the Errol Spence Jr. that stopped. Rumors say he stopped Floyd Mayweather, but that's the Errol Spence Jr. we're talking about. Where is that guy? Did he get cloned or something? Because this doesn't sound like the Errol Spence Jr. I'm accustomed to seeing. This isn't the Errol Spence Jr. I'm accustomed to see. Guys, I think Errol Spence Jr. has been kidnapped by aliens and it gave us a Arctic clone. This isn't Errol Spence Jr. we're used to seeing. This isn't the same Errol Spence Jr. the truth. The guy's talking about beating up Mikey Garcia and that's gonna make him pound for pound the best fighter in the world. How many unification fights has Mikey Garcia been in? Not a lot. He's been in a unification fight. If Mikey Garcia would have stayed down at 135 and beat Vasil, Errol Spence Jr. and Errol Spence beat Mikey Garcia, Vasil Lomachenko is considered by many pound for pound #1 fighter. If Mikey Garcia would have beat him, then fought Errol Spence Jr. and Errol Spence Jr. beats Mikey Garcia, we can't argue with that. He beat the guy that beat the guy. That makes him pound for pound the best fighter in the world. But Errol Spence did not beat Mikey Garcia that beat Lomachenko. It is what it is, because he could have been down at 135 fighting Lomachenko right now instead of Errol Spence Jr. in a fight we all know he's not going to win. But guys, you guys leave your comments in the comment section and let me know, do we make Errol Spence Jr. pound for pound the best fighter in the world? Or is Errol Spence Jr. on that Henny again? Is he drinking? Is he drunk like last time when he was drunk? I think him and Mikey Garcia, both of these guys, they're saying some delusional stuff. These guys are drinking buddies, man. You understand what I'm saying? They drink together, man. They go out, party, go to the bar, and drink together. Both of these guys are just drunks. Because they're saying some delusional shit. Mikey Garcia, I don't know what the hell he felt like he saw in Errol, but I don't see that in Errol Spence Jr. That Mikey Garcia, a small guy, can be able to take advantage of that. I don't believe that. And I don't know what the hell is Errol Spence talking about when he's talking about beating Mikey Garcia to make him pound for pound the #1 fighter in the world. I mean, do Errol Spence beating a little guy like Mikey Garcia makes him ahead of guys like Usyk, guys like Canelo Alvarez, who has put so much time and effort into the sport? Only 1 loss and 2 draws, 51 or 50. wins. Errol Spence is better than the Canelo Alvarez. Errol Spence is better than the Olazina Usyk, who has unified divisions, moving up in heavyweight. Undisputed champion, better than the Terrence Crawford, who has unified divisions, moving up to his third weight division. Guys, you guys gotta leave the comment in the comment section, and somebody needs to slap some sense into Errol Spence Jr. because he's being delusional, and I don't agree with him. But I'm still a fan of Errol Spence Jr. guys. I'm a fan of Mikey Garcia, but I'm just gonna criticize these guys when they say delusional stuff. But I like these guys because I like boxing. But do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.